Hey folks, I hope everyone has pulled a great shot of espresso this morning. I wanted to go ahead and take a quick moment and introduce my next series of videos, which is Espresso A to Z with Chat GPT, for those who have either been living under a rock or are not. Following the tech community, Chat GPT is a artificially intelligent language model that's kind of been taking the world by storm a little bit. It has kind of revolutionized the way people think about search engines and QA engines. And so here recently I've started playing with it. A few weekends back, I was actually walking through my family what it is and how to use it. And around the same time, I was also flipping through Instagram reels on different espresso channels. And one of the channels that I follow, I'll give them a shout out in the link below, was doing A through Z espresso video. The challenge was he couldn't come up with anything that started with X. And so what he had done is called it espresso and was ragging on himself pretty hard about it. Well, I got to thinking, does Chat GPT know anything about espresso? Could it come up with an espresso drink that starts with an X? The answer was yes. And then the next question was, well, can it give me a recipe for said drink? Answer to that one, also yes. But was it going to taste good? Perhaps, probably not. But I was curious, and I wanted to find out. So before you know it, one thing led to another, and I was harassing this poor little AI to give me a list of drinks, A through Z, and the recipes with them. And I figured that might make an interesting YouTube series. So, that all being said, rules of engagement are going to be pretty simple. We are going to pretty much follow recipes to the letter. I've got them over here on my reference laptop, which may or may not be in frame. The espresso machine is in the other room, which I will have recorded by a different camera. So if there is a noticeable difference in quality, bear with me. I'm not funded yet, so until such a time, we roll cheap. And other than that, anytime it mentions espresso, I'm just going to use the beans I have on hand. I'm not going to go out of my way to mention max. Light roast versus dark roast versus medium roasts for different flavor profiles. My palate's just not that educated yet. And anywhere it says, heat milk up, unless there's a really good reason to use the stove, we're just gonna use the steam mold. And so that's pretty much it. Videos are probably going to be posted on a weekly cadence, if I can keep up with the editing, somewhere around 4:30 in the morning every Monday. So that's the plan. All that out of the way, let's make some coffee.